Good morning, everyone. Right. So today we are going to learn about the second chapter. So almost all the students are, I think, are listening. Right. In the previous class, we learned about the first chapter, India relief features. So where is India located? The complete information about the India and Indian physical divisions regarding of Himalayan mountains and India where is located on the globe and which degree latitudes to which degree latitude, which longitude to which longitude, the complete location and physical divisions of India. What are the physical features of our India? Himalayan mountains, plateaus, plains, coastal plains, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Deccan Plateau, mountains, then desert, islands. So the complete physical divisions, the complete information about the India we learnt in the first chapter. Second chapter already I taught you, I said you. So in the last class, so the ideas of development, economics lesson. So this is comes under the first paper. So this comes under the first paper. Okay, this is very important lesson and very interesting lesson. So you must concentrate on this lesson. So this is very important lesson and very interesting lesson. See, mostly from this lesson 2 marks questions and 1 mark questions. Maybe sometimes you'll ask 4 marks question also. In previous examinations we have seen 4 marks question from this chapter also. And regularly used to ask us 2 marks questions and 1 mark question. So you must concentrate on this lesson. This is very important lesson. And before going to start the lesson, you people, while you are listening this class, while you are watching this video, you note down the points. Already I said, you allot one notebook. In the notebook, you write on the notebook. So important points. So what I'm telling you, what I'm teaching you, just you grasp it and observe it. Listen very carefully. What you listened, that information, put in your mind. Put in your mind. Just what I taught, just you present in the paper. You'll get good marks. So you concentrate very carefully. Mostly who are the duller students. Duller means no one is duller students, right? See, if you are not understand, I said you several times. If you are not, any point is not understand, just you make a call or just you make a call to principal sir. You can ask or any doubt. So sir will transfer the same question for me and I will give the answers. So answer is nothing but if you any topic is not understand, no. So I will explain very clearly. I will explain through video or through phone call. Okay, don't worry. You now come to the lesson. Listen very carefully. This is ideas of development. Ideas of development. So what is idea? So development. What is the relation between idea and development? Idea and development. The ideas of development. The relation between development and idea. So what is the link between that? So ideas and development. So see, the development is depends on ideas, goals, aspirations, the way of achieving of goals and aspirations. So what I'm telling here, the development is depends on. So for example, student development. What is the student development? To gain more marks, to gain good marks, or achieving first rank in the class, or in the street, in the district, in the mandal. So that is our development. That is our development. So the development is depends on idea. What is the idea? How to prepare for the examination? How to prepare all the subjects? How to achieve for 10 by 10 in 10th class? So what is the 10th class students 10th class student development? So our goal is 10 by 10. So every student, their goal, their aspiration is in 10th class in public examination, you want to achieve 10 by 10. You want to secure 10 by 10 points. So his main aim and goal and his aspiration. To achieve this aspiration, no. So what is the aspiration? The development is depend on developments depends on ideology Our goal is our goal, 10 by 10 is goal. So the way of achieving this goal. So what I am telling, the development is depending on ideology, idea, goals, aspirations, the way of achieving of these aspirations and goals. These are the points. No, it depends. So there is a relation with development. The development depends on what I thought, these points. So the development depends on ideology, aspirations, goals, the way of achieving of these goals and aspirations. Right? Now, different people have different goals and different aspirations. So different peoples. So in our India, no, in our Indian economy, in economical occupations, no, what is economical occupations? No, agriculture sector and agriculture allied sector, industrial sector and service sector. So many sectors or many people say then the working population, no, the working population is depends on different sectors. So different sector peoples know they have a different goals and aspirations, not only working population and many people. So what is the total population of our India? So the people have a goals. For example, students they have some aspirations. Students know, yes, the students know, 10th class students, their aspiration is, their goal is, their dream is to get a 10 by 10 GPA. Like that, no. So different peoples have a different goals. So generally we are thinking that no, generally peoples know, so how to live in the society. So how the India should be like. So like so what we would like to do and how we would like to live in the society. So we have some ideas about the country also. Generally we are comparing to other countries. So America, like England, these countries we are comparing to India. So comparing to India, America is a developed country. England is a developed country. Germany is a developed country. So India should be like America. Generally, we have some ideologies. We have some ideas for the development of country. So the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, he had some ideology to develop the nation. So the ideas know helping for the development. The ideas are helping for the development of the nation, development of the society. Right? See, the different peoples have a different goals, aspirations. When the people are achieving their aspirations and goals, no, there is a development. So all the citizens of India achieving their goals and aspirations, no, the country will be developed. So what I am telling here, so different peoples have a different, so what development promises, different people, different goals. What are the different people have a different goals? Let us learn about that. Category the person wise, no. For example, what I am telling here, textbook already is given in that. Landless rural laborers. Landless means who does not have a land, agricultural land. So agricultural labor. So landless rural laborers, no. So they have some aspirations and goals. What their aspirations of goals and what are the developmental goals, aspirations of landless peoples, landless rural laborers, no, is their main is no more days of work and good wages. What I am telling you, once you listen carefully, who are living landless rural laborers, they have some aspirations and goals. And what is mean by aspiration? Aspiration means curriculum. So goals, aspirations and goals. So landless laborers, what are the goals of landless rural laborers? No, their main aspiration is in the rural areas, more working days. Out of 365 days, at least more than 250 days work in the village. They want to get more work in the village. 360. So their main aspiration 365 days. They need work. That is main. And good wages. According to the work. According to the work, no. Good wages. According to the work, equal wages. So landless people, their main aspiration, See that no more number of more days of work and better wages. So then for their children no in the local school, for their children in the local school no providing of good quality education for their children. So landless rural laborers no they are thinking for their children no good quality education in their local schools, not in the city schools and private schools. So the landless rural laborers they are thinking for their children no good quality education from their local schools and more days of work, more days of work and good wages. Good wages means no, so then better wages, good wages, సరైన పనికి సరైన వేతనం, మంచి వేతనము, మంచి కూలీ రావాలని కోరుకుంటారు. who are the landless who are landless laborers in the who are living in the rural areas. See then there is no social discrimination. So their main aspiration is and goal is no discrimination in the society, no discrimination in the work also. Their goal and aspiration is where they are working. For example, landless rural laborers no they are working in construction work, they are working in agriculture field no, in that no 365 days work and good wages, better wages and no discrimination in their work and no discrimination in the society. This is their aspiration. See, no discrimination and good living conditions in the village. The required houses, good house. So different people have a different goals and aspirations. For example, my aspiration is, my goal is to become a good citizen, or my goal is so to construct one house. So in that house I want to live very happily. So my present goal is to construct one house, to purchase one car. My aspiration present, my goal is, so my goal is, my dream is, my goal is to construct one house and purchasing of one car. In front of house one car. That is my passion. That is my so main aim and dream. So I want to purchase one or construct one house, beautiful houses, beautiful house, 2 bedroom enough. So one house, in front of the house one car, nice car, comfortable car. This is my dream and my goal. Like what I'm telling in this chapter no, so different people different goals, different people have a different goals. Okay, farmers. So for example in the rural areas no, farmers they want their goals of farmers, their aspirations of farmers no, farmers they are thinking that good rain, good rain in rainy season no, full rain, sufficient rain, sufficient of underground water, good irrigation facilities, to cultivate crops. For crops what they produce no in the market no, minimum support price what they produced, they require minimum support price what they produce. If they want to sell in the market no, when they are going to the market no, so in the market they require minimum support price. Say then their children want to study in good schools, for their children no quality education, for their children no they want to settle in foreign countries, abroad countries. So farmer the dreams, every farmer is thinking that so my son, my daughter should not do like a farmer, he should not be like a farmer. So he want to study higher education, he want to settle in foreign countries. So the every farmer is thinking that no good rain is main goal. Yes, so in the month of June July he will start for flowering and sowing. So when first he will think that yes, oh my God, this year full rain. So farmer ప్రతి farmer కూడా అనుకుంటాడు, వాటి విల్ థింక్ నో ఎప్పుడైతే వ్యవసాయం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తుందో ఈ సంవత్సరం అంతా కూడా మంచి వర్షాలు పడాలి, మంచి పంట పండాలి, పండించేటువంటి పంటకు మంచి గిట్టుబాటు ధర రావాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఈస్ థింకింగ్ దట్. సో ఎవ్రీ ఫార్మర్ ఈస్ థింకింగ్, ఎవ్రీ ఫార్మర్ విల్ ప్రే ఫర్ ద గాడ్. సో in the when the monsoon season started, first he'll pray for the God. Yes, in this agriculture year, so good rain and good water facilities, good irrigation facilities, sufficient of water for his crop, What they produced in the market minimum support price. So if children want to study in good schools, so quality education. So farmers, every farmer is thinking about. So I want to provide to my children a good education. So my children want to settle in the abroad countries. Abroad countries. So that is the main goal. For example, farmers who are depend only on rain for growing crops. So mostly Telangana people. Telangana mostly nearly 60% of Telangana farmers they were depend on rain only. When the rainy season started, when the Kharif season only they are cultivating some crops. So mostly maize crop, cotton crop, maize and cotton or Bengal grams or other red grams they are cultivating. So they were only they are depending on rain only. No irrigation facilities in Telangana. Now presently the KCR, presently the state government of Telangana, so started for irrigation facilities are providing. They're constructing many projects and reservoirs, providing the water for tanks in the village tanks. Underground water is increasing nowadays. Okay, good. See that now every farmer is thinking that who are the farmers are depending on rain. So they are thinking their aspiration, their development goal is main sufficient of rain for cultivating his crops. Okay, rural women from land owning families. Rural women. So generally, rural women know what they are thinking good work. So in their agriculture fields. So like that, no. So different people have a different goals. For example, urban unemployed youth who are living in the cities, towns and cities, urban areas. Unemployed youth, no. What they are unemployed youth, unemployed people. What is the main aim and goal and aspirations? Unemployed youth, no. So they want to get good employment. Good employment. After getting employment, no, their aspiration is good wages, comfortability, so equal treatment. So treatment is nothing but equality in his profession, liberty, freedom. So like that, no, who are living in the urban areas, no. So who are living in the urban areas, their urban unemployed peoples, no, their main aspiration is to get employment, either government job or private job. So their main dream is to get good job. So a boy from a rich urban family, the boy is thinking always. So he want to spend life very happily. He want to spend his life is very happy. Urban rich family member. So freedom. So evenings with the friends. Saturday, Sundays, pubs, clubs, discotheques, weekend enjoyment, freedom from his family. So his parents want to give freedom to him. So he want to go foreign countries to spend holidays very happily. So he want to spend life with friends. So he want to enjoy with a beautiful life. So who are urban family member. For example, a girl from rich urban family, she gets much freedom for her brother and his family members. She want to take own decision in her family. She want to take her own decision in her family. Generally, so in families, no, girls that does not have any freedom in the families. Okay, present days, the generation is upgrading. So the parents are educated parents. Educated parents are giving the priority for both male and female. Same priority is giving both male and female. So girls also taking own decisions. But every who are living girl from rich urban families, no, she want to free. She needs she want to get much freedom from her brother and the family member, and she want to take own decision, no objection for the decisions, she want to take own decision is in his family. So she want to study in foreign countries. So every urban girl, rich family urban, so urban rich family girl, she's thinking, she's main aim and goal is she want to study in abroad countries, she want to study in foreign countries. So like that, no, Adivasi people from mining fields areas, Adivasis, tribal people who are living in nearby mining fields areas, no, Adivasis, tribal peoples. Tribal peoples are main aim is to, they want to continue life in the forest only. They want to collect the fruits, leaves, honey, herbal plants, what the products are available in the forest only. So they are collecting from the forest. They want to continue life with life in the forest only. They are protesting against for the minings, because of mining is started now, forest area is totally gradually decreasing. So no life for the Adivasi people if mining fields are started with open cast mining. So totally the forest land is going to degrading, so decreasing. So Adivasi peoples know their life is miserable. So that's why Adivasi peoples know they are objecting, they are opposing for mining process. Adivasi peoples. So we have seen many movements, protest movements, we have seen that. So in coming chapters also we will discuss. Right, next person from the fishing community in the coastal area. The person who are fisher folks, the fisherman who are living in the coastal areas, no, fisherman every day morning he will, when he woke up from the bed, no, first he will pray for the god Gangamma, Amma Talli Gangamma. So today I am going to hunting the fishes. Ee roju nenu poi chepala vedaki veltunnanu, naaku ee roju manchi chepala padali anukuntanu. His main aim is so good fisher, catching of fishes, good fishes. So means different peoples have a different goals. So with these goals, no, when they are achieving, no, there is a development of their family, development of himself, there is a development of nation. Okay, see these peoples, no, different peoples, no, different, they have a goals. If they are achieving, the way of achieving, how they are achieving these goals, no, there is a development will be startup. See, next we'll go for, no, so the different persons can have a different developmental goals, and what may be development for one may not be a development for others. What I am telling here, so different persons have a different developmental goals. Different persons have a different developmental goals. So what I am telling, but what may be a development for one may not be development. So what may be development for one may not be a development for others. Not be a development for others. So what we are thinking is development, no, that is not development for others. So right now, so what different persons have a different good developmental goals, but sometimes what happen, no, what may be a development for one, no, may not be a development for others. How, sir? For example, so here, no, Mallana Sagar project is going to constructing. So the process is going on, almost all 90% is completed. Mallana Sagar project in Siddipet district, Mallana Sagar project is constructing. By constructing of Mallana Sagar project, no, so many hectares of land is irrigating. So irrigation facilities for many districts, not only Siddipet district, Janagama, Yadadri Bhuvanagara Jilla, Medchel, Malkajgiri, means what I am telling, some areas, Rajanna Sirthilla, Karimnagar, Warangal. So many districts know water facilities with Mallana Sagar project. Mallana Sagar, 50 TMC of water. So good facility, good water facilities by constructing of Mallana Sagar project. That is a developmental project. It's a good for, so it is a good project for by constructing of this project, no, many acres of land, many hectares of land is going to cultivate. Irrigation facilities are, so irrigation facilities will develop for many districts. But no, who are living nearby Mallanna Sagar or backside of the Mallanna Sagar project. So which villages are going to submerging in the water? No, that village peoples for that village people know that is not a development. That peoples know they are facing many problems. No, they want to vacate from their villages. See, where we are going to constructing in Mallanna Sagar project, no, akkada chuttupakala village anni kuda water lo munipotayi. They want to vacate from them. That is not development for the people. What development? What may be a development for one? So what is the development for one? No, may not be a development for others. So that is not development for others, but it is a development for. It is useful for many districts. It is useful for many districts like Siddipet district, Siddipet Rajana Sirsilla, Karimnagar district, Medak district, Sangareddy. Then Karimnagar, Yadadri Bhuvanagiri, Janagama district, for many districts useful for that water. Irrigation facility is providing, water is providing through Mallanna Sagar project. But it is not development for who are, which villages are submerging into the water. So nearly many villages, I think 13, 14 villages are no. So nearly 20 villages, I think, I don't know perfectly. Many villages are submerging in the water. They want to vacate. So still that villagers, farmers are fighting against for the government. They are not accepting. That people know they were not interested. They are not interested to vacate their places. Their agricultural lands are submerging in the water. They want to vacate from their village. They want to live in some areas. They are facing many problems. See, what may be a development may not be a development for others. For example, we will see that now in Tamil Nadu, no, in the coastal areas, so Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu, one of the conflict was started. The conflict was held in Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli, Tirunelveli project in Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli district. So then Kudamkulam nuclear power project is constructing in Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu in the coastal area. Kudamkulam nuclear power project, nuclear power project. Right? So in Tamil Nadu, no, coastal area, Tamil Nadu coastal area, no, one conflict was held. What is that? No, Kudankulam nuclear power project in Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. So this power project, nuclear power project, they want to central government of India. They want to construct in coastal area. When they are planning for constructing this nuclear power project, with this nuclear power project, no, it's generating nuclear power. This nuclear power is need for the development of the country. Nuclear energy, this energy required for the development of industry. It is a development for the nation. So it's a need for. So energy is required for the India. So nuclear power is required for the India development of India. For many industries, it's required. But no, who are living in the coastal area, who are the fisher folks, fishermen. See, they are faces many problems. So, what the problem? No, the people are, they thought that no, it is affecting on the ground. So, with this constructing of Kudankulam nuclear power project in the coastal areas, no, underground water is going to pollute. And coastal area is completely going to pollute. It is effective for the earth. So people are, so they were started a protest movement against for this nuclear Kudankulam nuclear power project. So not only fisher folks who are living in the coastal area, not only for the people, many environmentalists are supported for them. Many environmentalists, many scientists, many social activists also joined with them. So for that many people are joined, many common peoples also, civilians. So many people are joined with them, and activists, social activists, environmentalists, and scientists, and many people are joined with them, and the movement was continued for many years. The struggle was continued for many years. See, finally, so they wrote many letters to the central government. So by long struggle, no, central government stepped down and taken many major steps are taken. So many days went for this protest movement. Many activists, environmentalists, scientists, social activists, many people are joined hands with them. With whom? Fisher folks. So first this movement was started. They were opposed. But Kudankulam nuclear power project, no, it is help for the nation. So with this energy, what the Kudankulam nuclear power project generating the electricity, generating the energy, this energy. So it's a need for the country. It's a need for the country. So this is the development for the development of India. It's required. Kudankulam nuclear power project is required for the development of nation. But who are living in the fisher folks know that for that people no need of for this development. Means what I am telling. So what may be a development for one may not be a development for others. So what we are thinking for development, sometimes that is not development for others. Like same thing happened in Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu. So central government they started for Kudankulam nuclear power project. When they were planned, when their construction started, who are rural area people, who are living in the coastal areas people, they were started a protest movement for this project. So when they were started movement, so many people, social activists, environmentalists, scientists, many people are joined with them. They were started a movement, protest movement. This movement was continued for many years. So many letters are written to the central government. Finally, the central government stepped down, and the government is responded for that. So followed the safety measures. And safety measures are followed, and so for this project is started. Like that situation, not only. So just now I said Mallanna Sagar project. I said no, Mallanna Sagar project, by constructing of Mallanna Sagar project, it is useful for many districts. Through Mallanna Sagar project, irrigation facilities will be developed in Telangana, in central Telangana. Or in Siddipet district, Janagama, Yadadri Bhuvanagiri, Rajanna Sirisilla, Karimnagar, Warangal district. For many districts, it is useful for irrigation. Underground water levels are increases, tanks are filled with water, and irrigation facilities increase. Many hectares of land will be cultivated by providing of irrigation facilities to Mallanna Sagar project. But by constructing of Mallanna Sagar project, I don't know perfectly how many villages, nearly 15 to 20 villages are submerging in the water. That people are so forceful, the people are not interested for vacating their villages. So they lost their agriculture fields, they lost the houses, not only for that. So far, how many acres of forest land is submerging into the water? 20 villages people know. They lost their life. They want to vacate from their houses. They want to sell agriculture land to the government. See, that is not development for. So, what are the victims of Mallanna Sagar? That is not development for Mallanna Sagar victims. See, what development? What may be a development for one may not be development for others. For example, Tapaspalli Reservoir. Or Tapaspalli Reservoir, Kondaposhamma Reservoir. Here, Siddipet Ranganayak Sagar project. Here, Station Ganpur 1 project. Many projects. Nearby Ladnur 1 project is constructing. By constructing of these projects, many people have lost their agricultural lands. Many villages are submerging in the water. That is not development for other people. For example, in Cherial town. In Cherial, so one person is plan for constructing one industry. By constructing of industry, when we want to start industry in here, no, nearly we want to provide employment for 200 peoples. 200 peoples of unemployed youth in the Cherial town, they are getting employment. For unemployed who are living in the Cherial town, unemployed youth, no. So for youth, that is a development. So 200 people, they are getting employment through what industry is going to constructing in Cherial. But that is not development for, so which residencies are surrounding the industry? What residencies are? How many residencies are surrounding the industries? What? So that residency is not development. Why? Because of by constructing of industry, air pollution, sound pollution, water pollution. Underground water is going to pollute, sound pollution, air pollution. So many families are suffer with by constructing of industry. By constructing of industries, no, not only generally I said for 200 people, many people are getting employment. Skilled, unskilled employment. Skilled people are getting employment, unskilled. For many people are getting employment. Production is increases. What they produce in industries, no, cheap rate products with cheap prices, no, products are available in Cherial only. But that is a development, no? But it is not development for residencies. So around this industries who are living, no, that people are faces. Same thing happened in Coca-Cola company in Tamil, in Kerala. When they started for Coca-Cola company, underground water is totally decreasing. See, this Coca-Cola company is pumping. So drilling into the underground and pumping the water. By pumping in continuously, what happened surrounding the villages, so the complete districts, no, underground water levels are completely decreased. Farmers are faces many problems. So all the farmers are united, they went for the strike. So they went for the strike for against for the state government when the Coca-Cola company was started. So Coca-Cola company required water. With water they are preparing the drinks, soft drinks. By drilling into the underground, no, so continuously pumping the water, underground water levels are completely decreased. So by this happens, no, surrounding the villages, the district peoples, no, went for the strike and they started a protest movement against for this government and against for the Coca-Cola company. So like that, no, what development may not be a development for others, right? Do you understand? No, if you are not understand, once you read the textbook, so you have any doubts, ask to me, right? Next we'll go for another very important topic is income and other goals. Income and other goals.